For 11th, we have heard countless stories of grief, inspiration, and heroism. Even members of our own Good Morning America family were not immune to the tragedy. We will be seeing their stories all this week. This morning, Chris Cuomo has a story of a young woman who lost her life at the World Trade Center. She was a loving wife and a close friend of one of our own Good Morning America producers.
It's devastating. It's devastating to watch someone you know so well hurt so much and carry such a heavy burden. He loves Kristy. He absolutely loves Kristy. Maybe now more than ever.
Brendan Ryan and Kristy Irvine seem to have a fairy tale life in the making. Soulmates since the age of 12. They literally grew up together.
It was after their senior prom, and we were in my parents' den. I thought, wow, what a gorgeous couple. It just took my breath away. And then I realized that's Kristy for the rest of her life.
So you were boyfriend and girlfriend through high school?
Not technically, no. We were just friends. We sort of had a Sam and Diane from Cheers relationship at that point.
When we were in college, Kristy used to say, I'm going to marry Brendan Ryan. And I was always like, but you're not even dating him. And she was like, but I know. I know I am.
Last June, they were wed in storybook fashion.
Her flowers came. They were the wrong flowers. And she was like, oh, well, I like these ones better. And what bride could really be like that?
But Brendan and Kristy's happily ever after only lasted 3 months and a day. Kristy worked as an equities trader in the World Trade Center, 104th floor.
I heard her voice. I just said, I love you, and the phone went out.
I waited on Fifth Avenue and waited for her to come walking up the street with ashes on her or something. And my hope got lower and lower.
Kristy was the fourth of 5 girls. Her sister, Carrie, is 2 years older.
And she was like my big sister. And I feel really, really lost without her. And really weak. And getting out of bed is a big deal. I want to feel strong, and I try to pretend it for other people.
Brendan, Carrie, and Meredith often share memories of Kristy. None more revealing than an act of charity from 3 Christmases ago, an event that changed all 4 of them forever. Meredith was teaching elementary school in Harlem and was very concerned about a student and his struggling single mother, Belkis Estrell. They had no money for furniture or pots and pans, let alone gifts. It wasn't going to be a Merry Christmas.
I told her that you just need to write a letter and say what you need.
Meredith told Belkis she'd get the letter to the right people, some bank charity.
Whatever you want, anything, I said, even a house?
But the only charity Meredith was counting on would have to come from friends. First call, her best friend Kristy. With Brendan and Carrie in tow, they purchased and brought a car full of gifts to mother and child. Meredith had to hide as the gifts were being delivered, keeping up the bank charity ruse, keeping it all anonymous.
We sort of posed as representatives of a bank, and we would make up a name.
We had so many gifts, I was afraid we were going to drop them. And
My son had a great smile in his face when he see all of the gifts.
How did Kristy enjoy it?
Kristy thought it was such a nice thing that she said, why don't we just continue this?
They did. 3 years since, that one Secret Santa caper has grown into a charity called Secret Smiles, helping 50 New York families so far. Belkis never knew the true source of her good fortune, never knew who Kristy really was, until now. Meredith, Brendan, and Carrie want her to know that she and her son were the original Secret Smiles.
I can't believe it.
There was no bank. What bank is? Banks take things out of houses. They don't put them in.
So, we reunited them.
Come on in here. Do you remember this guy? These are not bank officers.
And this is Kristy's sister, and this is Kristy's husband. And when Kristy came to the classroom, remember you said, that looks like the girl from the bank who dropped off the picture, the presents. And I said, no, she's blonde. She looks just like, everybody else. It was really her. It was really great.
You had these great people start a beautiful foundation that can help lots of people now.
Did you think Kristy was going to come in here too? You did, because you remember.
She's here.
She's here with us somewhere.
I think that we can help a lot of families in her memory and make, you know, a difference in people's lives.
And I know it's what Kristy wants and what she would be doing.